So we're at Sonisphere in Stockholm. 45,000 sold out quite a long time ago, and the weather's finally caught up to us.
Well, it hasn't stopped all day. It's been a downpour most of the time.
And I think it's going to be a fantastic show. We obviously do great here, and it's always a pleasure coming to Stockholm.
It absolutely tipped it down with rain until about half an hour before our set, when the weather gods went, stop all that.
How those kids stayed, I'll never know, but they were fantastic. The crowd were amazing.
We get a lot of people, stood all day in the rain, and a great audience, fantastic.
I think if I'd been in that audience, I think I'd have gone home soaking wet and freezing cold.
Although we got away with it really, because for our 2 hours on stage it was actually not raining.
And then immediately we finished, it tipped it down with rain again. So we got very lucky.
It's wet. It's very wet. But Finland tomorrow, and they're all getting sunburnt over there. I spoke to them a few minutes ago. So it's, we'll leave the rain in Sweden and go to Finland.
So yeah, and Tori tomorrow. I know the similar lineup to today. Apparently the weather there today is 30 degrees, nice and warm, so hopefully Finland tomorrow will be really sunny.
There's been a bloody tornado today, and swept through and took half the gear down on the stage, all the backdrops and everything else, so it's going to be half a show. Motley Crue had to cancel, unfortunately, because they was on the other stage which got half taken out by the storm.
It was a freak of nature. But there's damage on stuff here that I've never seen in doing shows for 30 years.
Basically, we were just setting up on stage, not in any particular rush, because we weren't on for a few hours. And we were just standing around, me and Alice Cooper's monitor engineer, going, "Oh look, it's raining." We were alright, we were in the dry. And the next minute, all hell broke loose. The roof went off, the backs went off, the sides went off, and everybody just ran. Basically, when you get a situation like that, you don't even wait to see what's going to happen, you get out of it. Because so many stages come down, so we just ran. And 10 minutes later, when we went back up on stage, everything was just drenched, covered in water.
When we landed today at the airport, we saw a very forlorn-looking turboprop ATR 42 on its side. It had just happened. This tornado has just come through here and trashed an aeroplane. So we picked it up, dropped it.
So the plane was sitting like this, and we're going, "Oh, I wonder whose plane that is." Well, it was the aircraft that was going to take our crew to Bergen.
And then we've got one of Motley Crue's road crews in hospital because of somebody hit him on the head, an injury on stage. We had people running for cover, tents being sucked up into the air, and at the moment here in Finland, we're not sure what equipment we're going to use. We're trying to dry out our equipment.
Our in-ear monitor systems, our desk got deluged, our stage boxes got deluged with water, our power supplies for the front of house desk got deluged with water, our amp racks are soaking wet, and we do not know what is going to happen at the moment.
They went and bought all the hair dryers in Pori. There's about 50 of them on stage. Everyone's going with hair dryers. It's the hair dryer gang.
These are actually just for me. It's all about that.
It was like the Wizard of Oz at front of house. Not get blown up in the air and landed on quick. I took 3 follow spots, fell off. Didn't come off the tower, luckily. They just fell, rather than falling forward, they fell to the side. Had they gone forward, they would have gone through front of house. Bang.
Our stage, fortunately, is intact, but unfortunately, all the equipment that was on the stage, which was Alice Cooper's equipment, some of our equipment, my drum set, got completely rained on. I mean, torrentially, horizontal rain. And so my drum tech, Charles, and all of our crew have been taking my drums apart and wiping them out. And
the kit got hit pretty bad. We were lucky that all Nico stands are screwed to the riser, so nothing actually moved. But it was the water was the worst thing. Like someone had a power hose on it, but we had to take it apart, put it in the back of a truck, had to strip it, got 4 hair dryers, and just go out for about half an hour, then build it back again. Luckily, so far, it's just looking how it's got away with it. But it's never looked so clean.
And so the other stage has been dismantled, really. It's broken. Motley Crue have had to cancel. I think Alice Cooper is going to go on very late, and they're going to use somebody else's equipment.
Slayer, who played earlier, bless their hearts, they had their equipment in the van and their truck when the storm hit. So Slayer have loaned Alice Cooper their back line, so at least they know they're going to get some music going.
They're not good, bro.
So we're trying to see what works, what doesn't work. The show will go on, but in what shape or form, we're not sure.
The monitor desk is gone. We've substituted with a different type of desk, and Squid, who's Gonzo's assistant, is going to be working it tonight. He's a great monitor engineer, but we are not going to have the normal sound that we would expect.
Guys, I'm going to hold this end. Can you just lift that end up so that the water comes down one end? It's still fucking... Well, it took a huge dump of water, so we got it in the back of the truck, and we opened it all up, and we had a look inside, and it was just covered in this water, got in everywhere. So it was like, no, that's not going to work tonight. So after that, we looked at the amp racks, we looked at everything. Everything got water in. It was a case of damage limitation. What can we get working for the gig, and what can we, if we can't get it working, what can we get off the local sound company? So we went through all that and managed to get all but one amp rack working, which meant we had 90% of our monitor rig. The only saving grace probably there was that I didn't actually have anything powered up when the water came. If we'd have been powered up, we'd have probably been in the same boat as Alice Cooper's desk, which was just fried.
And the kids are just still, there's no live band. I haven't had a live band playing here for like 3 hours. And big festival, you expect to have live music.
We're going to go on stage. We haven't got our normal gear, but we're going to do the show anyway. There's a lot of people out there been sitting around in the rain, so we'll soldier on. We'll rise above it.
Listen, right on cue. Look, everybody is still here. We've spoken to all the train companies. The trains have been delayed to get everybody home afterwards, and everyone's just mucked in. It's just been brilliant. It's if we weren't in Finland, you could say it was the Dunkirk spirit, but it's I guess that doesn't mean a lot in Finland.
Like you see, the sun is shining, and it's wearing right now. Thank you very much. Up the Irons, Finland. The weather is no matter. It's only Iron Maiden.
This is Finland. What? IMTV.
We're still going to go out about an hour and a half later, I think, and give it the best we can. So hopefully it's a good gig and don't want to let anybody down.
We are going to be going on probably a couple of hours late, but I mean, hey, that's life. At least the show goes on.
The stage over there is completely fucked. Motley Crue's here is fucked, they've gone home. Alice Cooper is fucking coming on stage in a second. He's going to do a full set. Iron Maiden is going to be a little bit of a wait because our equipment is completely fucked, but we don't care. We're going to do a full set as well. Last but not least, absolutely the most indisputably legendary human being on the planet is indeed is human, Mr. Alice Cooper!
Bruce has been fantastic, coming up on stage, helping out and talking to the audience, and here we are, we're 30 minutes to go and Maiden are going to hit the stage and absolutely kill it, I'm sure of it.
We're
one here, please. It came, it went, we saw, we conquered again in the fog. It was rocking, and we'll do it all again in 2 days' time.
Thank you. Good night, Sonisphere, Finland.
Everybody got wet and Iron Maiden put on a rock show because that's what we do.
Going to Bergen, a couple of days off in Bergen.
We did Transylvania the other night,
which was basically a shopping mall car park.
We're quite interested to see what all that's about. I don't want to stay the night there.
We're at the palace grounds outside Udine in Italy.
which it used to be Napoleon's headquarters, I believe.
Bit of a change from the car park. Next one's Pukkelpop in Belgium, the final one in Valencia.